Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. This is a WFCN special honoring Officer Pierce. I am Aaron Price, and we are live across Williamson County this morning as hundreds of law enforcement agencies have gathered here to pay their respects to Officer Pierce, who was tragically killed at the age of 24 about a week and a half ago while laying stop sticks in the Metro East. This is a live view from our drone cam along Route 13, where volunteers have placed around 2,500 flags in memory of Officer Pierce, and there are dozens of gatherings across Southern Illinois today paying their respects to Officer Pierce. He had many Southern Illinois ties, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment as we wait for the procession. He will be laid to rest today at the Blairsville Cemetery. But first, we do want to show you a bit of a ceremony that occurred today right after funeral services at Johnny Logan College as we wait for the funeral procession to arrive in Blairsville. And again, that was earlier today at Johnny Logan College, just about 30 minutes ago, as the casket was brought into the hearse. And we are now live. This is a live view at the Blairsville Cemetery. It's just north of the brand new roundabout north of Cambria. This is where Officer Pierce will be laid to rest. And as you can see, there are dozens of law enforcement agencies who have come from across Southern Illinois today who are leading this procession to pay their respects to Officer Pierce. He worked as a police officer, as mentioned, at the Brooklyn Police Department in the Metro East, and was also currently a supervisor of security at Consume in Carbondale. He joined the Makanda Fire Department in 2016, where he was currently a lieutenant and fire investigator. And at the age of 10, he actually attended the Illinois State Police Junior Police Academy, graduating at the top of his class. He also joined the Elkville Fire Department and graduated the Illinois Correctional Academy and worked at Menard Correctional Facility. He also previously served as a patrolman for Spillertown, Illinois, and also previously worked as the head of security at University Mall in Carbondale. So a very broad background for Officer Pierce from across Southern Illinois, and as you can see, there are numerous agencies. We've even seen some agencies as far north as Champaign, even up near Chicago, who have come all this way to pay their respects to Officer Pierce today. So again, this is the funeral procession on Cambria Road in Williamson County that you're looking at right now. As we do wait for the hearse to arrive, we obviously will remain silent as that approaches, and we will of course bring the rest of the memorial service to you at Blairsville Cemetery once we get to that point. I was actually driving on Heron Road on my way over here, and there was, I'd say, 3 or 4 handmade signs on the side of the road saying "Rest in Peace, Officer Pierce," "We Back the Badge," things like that. And obviously with all of the flags that are lining this route as well, the community is really coming out in an awesome way. People who don't even really know Officer Pierce, businesses that really have no affiliation with any police departments at all, they're just doing this out of the goodness of their heart, and that was really heartwarming to see today on my way over here. So We also got the opportunity to speak with Brian's mother over the phone, grandmother over the phone last week, and she just expressed to me that the family was so appreciative for all of the support across Southern Illinois, not only here, but there were also several memorial services, at least one or two up in the Metro East, where Officer Pierce was killed, again, about a week and a half ago while he was laying stop sticks on the McKinley Bridge, of course, trying to put an end to a police chase, and unfortunately they have still not located the suspect that ran into Officer Pierce. But today is not about the suspect. Today is to honor Officer Pierce and his commitment to our local communities, and we also spoke with a representative for Officer Pierce's family, and we will play that for you if we have time following today's service. Again, as we continue to see numerous law enforcement agencies make their way here on Cambria Road and into the Blairsville Cemetery, and as the hearse approaches, we will remain silent as the community pays their respects to Officer Pierce. As the procession continues to make its way to Blairsville Cemetery, we're currently waiting on all of the vehicles, which, if you do not count police cruisers, I'd say is well over 400 in this procession, and they're still coming into the cemetery. It looks like now most of the law enforcement is making their way over to where they will be laying Officer Pierce to rest, and continue here in just a bit once everyone has had their chance to make it here into the cemetery.